AITA for driving my daughter-in-law to my daughter's wedding despite my son's disapproval? Won't mention names or ages to protect privacy. My daughter-in-law's a sham with 2 kids. My son is the breadwinner. From what I understand, he puts childcare and other responsibilities upon her using the "I'm the moneymaker" excuse. I noticed she hasn't tagged along with him in any visit for a while. My daughter's wedding was days ago. I asked my son if his wife was coming with him, but he said no. I got mad and told him to let her come, but he said it was her decision and she said she was too busy, but I called her and she said she wanted to come, but he told her to stay home with the kids and no babysitter. I had enough, but I waited till the day of the wedding and brought a trusted babysitter to stay with the kids and took my daughter-in-law with me to the wedding. We got there in my car, and when my son saw us he angrily asked what she was doing there. I told him to back off, she's with me. He said I shouldn't have brought her. I told him his behavior was unhinged towards his kid's mom. He berated me saying I'm getting involved in his marriage, but I'm not. He ended up leaving the wedding and going to a bar. He called later saying I ruined his night by doing what I did and said I'm enabling his wife's attitude and should be helping him enforce boundaries with her. He expects me to apologize and my husband is backing him up saying I overstepped. AITA? Did I overstep? NTA. Your son is abusing his wife. Please help her leave. NTA. Maybe you can also help her get a lawyer. NTA. Your son is emotionally abusing your dill and I think you recognize this. Him trying to isolate her from family is a huge red flag. NTA. Your son appears to be potentially abusive and isolating your dill. Stay in regular contact with her. NTA. What the hell is wrong with your son? This is straight up abusive behavior he is exhibiting toward his spouse. Not allowing her to attend events with him. Treating her at best like she's his servant, but at worst like she's a prisoner. This is not a healthy marriage. I know you don't want to get involved, but she needs out. She should be allowed to live a life. To attend a wedding for someone she loves with the man who is supposed to love her. I'm so sorry. Your husband and your son are so incredibly wrong. Sam doesn't mean around-the-clock maid and babysitter service. He's tightening his control grip on her. Forget what your husband said. This is a human being being abused. Stand up for her since no one else seems to want to. NTA. Your son is a bully. A controlling and mean-spirited man. Thank you for having some compassion for your dill. You did not overstep. She was invited to the wedding and wanted to go. You made it possible. As long as she remains married to the man you raised. I hope you will be a kind and helpful mill who respects her human dignity and right to a life free OT abuse. NTA. NTA. Continue to support your dill. She needs to leave the home on occasion. To be able to attend events with other adults. And to be an equal in her household. Partners don't ground each other. Or refuse to attend events with each other that they are both invited to. Or lose their mind and then head to a bar when they see each other. Something is really wrong in their home. I suggest you make more frequent visits to your dill and let her know you're there if she needs you. Or wants company. Needs to have adult time. Your husband is also an off for pretending that husbands get to tell their wives not to leave the home or that they can't have a childcare break to attend family events. NTA. Holy shit, this woman needs to divorce your son immediately. Your son is the asshole here and this kind of controlling behavior is very alarming. Whoa. NTA. Please continue to support your dill. Sounds like your son is isolating her. Is probably abusing her or will advance to that someday. She needs you. Please do some research on how best to support abused wives. She may be in danger. NTA, and please keep in contact with her because he sounds abusive and controlling. Maybe help her get a lawyer. NTA. I agree with another post saying to stay in touch with your dill. Isolation is control, and control is a form of abuse. Protect her and your grandkids. Your son needs therapy and help. And so does your dill. I'm so glad you got involved. Your son is financially abusing her. You need to help her get out. You are a good mill-op. NTA. NTA, but your son is trying to isolate her. Please see if she needs help and maybe an attorney. NTA, and get her and the children away from your controlling and abusive son. I know you want to think the best of your son, but that behavior is not good. NTA. Thank you for sticking up for her. Your son and your husband are cut from the same cloth. She is trapped with him and she needs someone in her corner right now. Even if it's just in small things. Try to be there for her, it could mean the world. NTA. Sounds like your son is abusive to his wife. Keep helping her. Even if it means helping her to escape him. NTA, but your son sure is. I don't know what boundaries he's trying to set, but they aren't healthy ones. This reeks of an abusive situation between the financial control, the isolation tactics, and the way he publicly acts around his wife. Normally I would say you kinda overstepped, but given his reaction and what appears to be blatant falsehoods to keep her at home in her good little wifey role, she needs some help. The fact that your husband agrees with your son is concerning given the apparent situation. There are multiple sides to every story. But this has enough red flags that there is serious trouble in this relationship. What is going on in your son's marriage? You dill needs your help. NTA. It sounds like your son wanted to go by himself so he could pull at the wedding. Your dill needs an escape. I'm glad you're on her side.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.